Is your phone? Oh. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Good morning, all colleagues, members of the media, and fellow South Africans. Today we gather not only to give an update, but to honor the memory of those whose dignity was stolen through centuries of injustice. The Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, together with our partners in justice and defense, is proud to announce two major national initiatives. One, the reburial of Khoi and San ancestral human remains. Two, the second phase of the exile repatriation project, something that the Government of National Unity has made a priority. His Excellency, President Cyril Ramaphosa, is very clear that we have to bring back our heroes. These are not just projects for us. They are acts of justice, remembrance, and healing. They affirm our government's commitment to restore dignity, promote cultural restoration, and confront the painful legacy of apartheid. These initiatives are about rehumanization. They are spiritual, but most importantly, they are necessary. The first one, which is the reburial of Khoi and San ancestral human remains. And while I'm here, I must welcome one of our leaders in the Khoi and San community and fraternity, Chief Petrus Falboy, who has been fighting this fight for recognition to bring back the remains. And it gives me great joy today that a fight that he has been gallantly fighting is coming to the end through victory of all the people that you see here today. So for generations, the remains of South Africa's first people, the Khoi, San, and other indigenous groups were stolen from their graves. These ancestors were treated like objects and as objects. They were displayed in museums, studied in labs, and held in foreign institutions without consent or respect. We are correcting those injustices now. Key actions that we will be taking as the Government of National Unity, that we will have the reburial of 58 ancestral remains originating from the Northern Cape. Hence, I have my colleague, MEC Matika, here. This is being done in full consultation with the communities concerned. The process is led by our implementing partners, Iziko Museums of South Africa, SARA, South African Heritage Resource Agency. It is guided by the Northern Cape Reburial Task Team, representing the Nama, Griqua, Korana, and San communities. What this reburial truly means, it is not just about returning the remains to the soil. It is about restoring dignity. It's about fulfilling cultural and spiritual obligations. It's about healing the deep wounds of dispossession and, most importantly, historical erasure. International cooperation. We are in active talks with the Hunterian Museum at the University of Glasgow to return more Khoi and San remains. Our people are all over the world, and this government is caring enough to say, go get the remains of our people. We call on all institutions, both here and abroad, to engage in honest and active-driven processes of restitution and repatriation. 2, the Exile Repatriation Project Phase 2. As you know, last year we brought back Duma Nokwe, Bethel February, Memu Posho, Tot Machikitsa. We brought back 45 of our heroes. And that program is continuing with the instruction from the government that it should be sped up. This program is phase 2. Thousands of our people went into exile during the liberation struggle. Many never came home. Some died unknown, buried in unmarked graves, without their families having the chance to mourn. Why does this matter? The Exile Repatriation Project is about bringing our freedom fighters home. It is a moral duty. We are doing no family a favor. It is a duty, a moral one. It's a national responsibility. These were people who gave everything for our liberation. Everybody in this room and everybody watching, we owe those families a great debt of gratitude. The background and the mandate. This work follows the request from the President that was made by the military veterans to the President Ramaphosa in 2019 already. It forms part of the response by the Presidential Technical Task Team. Cabinet approved the national policy for the repatriation and restitution of human remains and heritage objects in 2021. The policy offers a clear framework of how we return and honor those who died in exile. As part of the second phase of our 5-year repatriation program, launched in September 2024, a joint delegation of the people in the room will travel to Angola, Lesotho, Zambia, Zimbabwe. The mission will include inspection of cemetery records, grave mapping, historical and archival research. Most importantly, a call to the public is being made. We urge former exiles, comrades, and families to assist us. If you have names, photos, dates, or locations, no matter how small, please come forward. You can submit this information via the online form at www.sara.org.za. Exile repatriation. I have to repeat that. We call on the public, if you have got a family member that went into exile, this is not a paper exercise for us. This is an actionable exercise. Please come forward with photos. We want to give families closure. And those that don't understand and call this a waste of time, because I saw some people said it's a waste of money, I want to address that by saying this is not an act of charity. This is an act of justice. As a democratic state, it is our duty to restore the dignity of the dead and bring peace to the living. Let us walk this path of remembrance and nation building. So I want to answer a question that I know will come. How much will this cost? We don't know yet, but it can't cost enough. It can't cost enough because people gave their lives. You can't put a cost to a life. And to those out here that says, let us forget, let's move on, why do we need to waste money? I have a question for you. If somebody picks up your father or your daughter or your son and they say they are police and they take them from your house now at 8 o'clock and you never see them again, would you not want to know what happened to them? That is what we are doing here. We are bringing back, you know, I'm even tempted to say by fire or by force, but we are bringing back, we must not be apologetic. I don't want anybody here to be apologetic about this exercise. We are decisive. We are bringing back our people. I am the son of a mother that had a brother that never came back. My mom died of a broken heart. So if you don't understand what families go through, we want to bring closure. And under the great leadership of His Excellency President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, which gave me a clear line of march, go and get our fallen heroes. And during this term of the GNU, we want to make sure they come back. I don't want to say during my term as a minister, because you know, as a minister, your term can change even midnight tonight. If there's a reshuffle, you never know. But the GNU, this is not a Mackenzie or a Mabe or a Motshega program. This is a program of the Government of National Unity. Thank you very much. Thank you.